gonna be a damn good day.
We are picking up the one and only Casper Crump.
All right, I think we got a plan. It's gonna be a great trip. Let's see how these trucks do.
You know, the whole time, parts jumping out of your chest, and then the Jeep and the Tacoma just walked right through the line we couldn't do.
Isn't it the stupidest place? This is something else, man.
It is.
It's been 5 years now. I never thought I'd drive the entire route from east to west, and then suddenly it all made sense. In 2015, we left Virginia, and this year we'll end in Utah. Ben, Eric, myself, and a few new faces would join us on the trail this year. The team rendezvoused in Colorado Springs, stuffed our faces, and motored on to Grand Junction. We slept under the stars just outside of town, and then the next morning, we aimed for Ouray. This is Hammer Down.
Or is it coming back around? Isn't it hard to make up your mind when you lose it and your fuse is fired?
That's my tent bag.
Okay, can I put trash in it? I thought it was one of these. What is hanging here, dude? Alright, you know what? I'll just go in it myself, because I'm trash.
How'd you sleep last night, Casper?
Not very well, to be honest. Fantastic location, but I pitched my tent up here on uneven ground. I was like, that's fine. Just head up, but it was still... I just woke up, you know, my body was just like tense. So then I opened up and looked out and said, all right, that's fine. And went to sleep again. But not the best sleep, but waking up here is just amazing. I mean, I could sleep any day, even sleeping that bad.
We're getting ready to head out. We're headed west. We're not gonna make it to Utah today, but hopefully we'll be away from most of the biggest crowds of people, able to just enjoy the views, and we're gonna be traveling as a big group today, which is gonna be really fun. Now we're headed to a camp that's on a mountain lake, and it should just be a good fun day driving forest roads in Colorado.
Yeah, so we were riding yesterday, and Sam and John here noticed that my back spare tire was wobbling. So we're just checking it out. We got a loose bolt on the back, so a little bit too rocky yesterday to handle.
Nice, easy fix that.
Yeah, all right, you just use that. Have you seen the view?
I have.
That's pretty awesome, man. I don't feel like we've had enough time to spend here. Got here right before sunset last night. It looked like the Patagonia logo. Yeah, the sun was setting and went behind the mountains, and then like all of a sudden it just turned from shades of orange to purples. It was a little different yesterday doing two groups, splitting people apart, and but I think from the perspective and the challenge of trying to navigate these trails, I think it was like the best thing to do because there's just so much traffic out here. And we hit it on Friday morning. Blackbird Pass was closed, so I think a lot of that traffic was on Imogene and some of the other trails. But I mean, we had a pretty good experience on our track. A lot of the traffic was moving with us the whole time. So you're gonna have to talk to Eric and see how his day went over there on Imogene. It sounds a little stressful.
Yeah, the traffic on Imogene made it pretty stressful, honestly. There was this group of maybe like 30 side-by-sides. They were all pimped out and pretty awesome, but they kept going up and down the road, like would go down, turn around, and come back up. So they were causing quite a bit of traffic jams, which made it really difficult because the road is very, very narrow, and then we had two full-size trucks. So it was pretty stressful at times. It was a lot of like stop and go, making our way down into Telluride, but we finally made it. And then when we were finding camp last night, we had a Sprinter van that made us back up maybe like half a mile while we were at the bottom. They just did not want to back up the 200 yards that it would have taken for us to just sneak by. But yeah, it all worked out. We ended up here. This is like one of the most amazing campsites that I've ever been at. And yeah, I think it was just a very, very special place for all of us to end up and end our first night together.
Yeah, the first team got out here, our first group got out here and got the space that they did. You know, finding a campsite for 8 trucks is pretty tough, but finding a campsite for 8 trucks with views like this is like, you know, we should go buy lottery tickets, right?
On a Friday, everyone was
everybody's
it was
rolling
perfect
out,
condition.
yeah.
The weather was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, just
And it worked out.
Amaze balls, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
When I download, I want you put my soul up on the train. Won't you send it southbound? Give a cool blues man name. 'Cause I've been lost on them back roads so many times, I've gone blind. Losing faith in my family had driven me out of my tan mind. Rode on the south side of heaven, won't you take me home? 'Cause I've been broke down for so long, and Lord, it's getting cold.
Do you live in New Hampshire then, or what?
I'm sorry?
Or do you live in New Hampshire?
No, New Mexico.
New Mexico, because you
Yeah.
said Farmington.
Farmington, New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, northwest corner. We just picked up our AT Overland
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, and this is our second trip out.
All the way there to pick it up, or what?
Yeah. Yeah, we were there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, we just ran into some friends that watch us on YouTube. They obviously went on their GMRS and scanned the channels and heard us chattering a little bit, but yeah, that was fun. I gave them some stickers, gave them a couple koozies. Especially on a road like this where you don't see anybody, and then you see somebody that maybe
That recognizes
you are. It's really cool. That's one of the fun things about like this Overland community is that chances are, you know, a few degrees of separation, you're probably going to know everybody. You know, so yeah, awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff.
Okay, it's just about midday here. We left at 8:30. I was under the impression we had like 120 miles to do today. Anywhere between 80 and 120 miles is usually pretty safe for our guided trips back home. But this has just been wide open gravel and dirt roads. I think we're actually turning on a section that's like 35 miles an hour now. So we're gonna have a pretty quick day. And I was a little hesitant to end the day, but I talked to Eric and Ben about it, and I think that it's going to be good for everybody to be together on night 2 and get comfortable, get their trucks set up, enjoy some weather. It's not super hot, it's 75 degrees outside. If they want to drive down to the lake, they can drive down to the lake and take a swim, take showers at their trucks. James and Roger is going to cook a good dinner tonight, so I think it's going to be nice to kind of stop this day a little bit short, around like 1 or 2 o'clock, and really enjoy our time at camp. But it's just been absolutely beautiful driving through the Aspen Grove. Now we're on BLM land, and it's just kind of open prairie. It's really green here in Colorado this year, this time of year, especially in this location. I feel like absent of the rain that they've had this year, everything around us would be brown right now. So we're really fortunate to have the weather that we're having, and to be able to drive comfortably at 25, 30 miles an hour on these open roads and really not see anybody as compared to what we did yesterday. It was absolute zoo. So we'll get to camp, get comfortable. Maybe we'll show you around a couple of the trucks.
Won't you take me where the poor man lives? It's where I call my home. Can't you see that a breeze? Nothing but a change in pace. Morning came by my soul, 'cause it comes from a hard-earned place. But on the south side of hill, won't you take me home? 'Cause I've been gone for so long, and Lord, it's getting cold. But on the south side of hill, won't you take me home? 'Cause I've been gone for so long, and Lord, it's getting cold.
So we're calling this day short. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We're gonna find camp here. We've driven through, found a couple of options, but it's kind of warm. It's actually as we've dropped down into this canyon on the McPhee Reservoir, it's 84 degrees and it was just 80 degrees up top, which is still, it's a very hot, dry 80 degrees. So we're rolling down here, down this windy switchback gravel road, and we're gonna try to go for a swim here, I think. Looks like there may be some sprinter vans and stuff like that down here, so it looks fantastic. It's like kind of slick rock going into the water, so hopefully we're allowed to swim here. At a minimum, I am definitely going to use the facilities.
Kind of the same thing.
Wow, we found an awesome place. We found this on Google Earth, Google Maps with aerial view, satellite view, when we first started planning the trip. And it's just kind of off the beaten path of the Transamerica Trail. It's called McPhee Reservoir, or McPhee Reservoir. That's what it is, McPhee Reservoir. It's definitely way off the beaten path, and this is the backwaters of the reservoir. And as you can see, we're just kind of lined with these rock faces, slick rock. It's all sandstone, so you got a really good grip. Jumped in a few times already. Sam and John are just now getting ready to get in the water, and I think I'm gonna jump off this one before it's all said and done. Here we go.
Okay, are we starting?
So you don't put anything. Okay.
Well, there's two ways of doing this.
Okay.
First of all,
just get this on.
Oh,
hang
okay.
on.
You
should make
much
them
easier if you take the hat off.
Oh. All right.
It's too late.
We got it.
Bree, there's two ways of doing it. We can put the pan directly in the scuttle, turn on the burner on low, unwrap, and put this directly in the center. It will take about 20 minutes to half an hour for this brie to melt. You put a little bit of water so you create steam, and you put the lid on it.
Yeah.
And once it melts, and you'll see that it'll kind of even out. And at that point, we can put jelly on it. We can put syrup. We can put jalapeno jam.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And then we have chips, nice salty chips. And once you're done, just put it all around, and then everybody comes and has.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there a possibility to cook it directly on this thing?
Yes, you can do that. It makes a mess.
So we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
Okay. Cool.
What we can do, we can also put foil down. We normally put foil down. It's just because it does make a mess. It's cheese, and you're melting it.
Yeah.
A pan is nice because it contains it nicely, and when you're done, you can have a nice display with the chips and everything.
Oh, put them around here.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. And then you can always keep the burner on just a little bit, and it keeps the chips warm. And it makes it nice.
done this
So I think we're going to do it this way. So
Okay, I cheated a little bit and opened this already.
Beautiful. We'll use that one. And in the meantime,
Great.
we'll turn on the burner.
It says put it
Yeah,
here.
just put it right in the middle.
There you go.
We'll probably want to turn it over at least once.
Okay. So we'll just wait half an hour?
Yeah, it'll take about a half an hour, about 15 minutes aside.
Okay. If I eat a lot of melted brie, no, I like brie, I eat brie. I don't eat it melted, I have tried it melted. I usually just slice it on a piece of rye bread with cold butter. This and maybe some blackberry jam. That's what I would do, but I mean, I have tried warm brie. I've never tried one of these. This is why I want to do this. Okay, and this is really clever. See, it's a hole for trash.
And if you got some nice Canadian maple syrup, good. But jalapeno jam is the best.
Yeah.
But I happen to have this. I'm not a cook. Surprisingly, I mean, the cooks, they cook gourmet meals on this. Me, I just warm it up and I'm happy to be fed. But that's why I invented it, so that I could actually eat while I'm camping. And our customers have just have introduced so many different meals that we have trouble keeping up with them. We're always surprised, going, wow, you can cook that too?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So do we just let the cheese melt, or do we like?
No, you just let it melt.
Use a fork.
What you want to do?
I would kind of like. That's what I would do.
Somebody's smoking a cigar?
No, it's great being outside cooking.
That was just like a cigar.
I don't know what it is.
A little water.
Little water on it?
Little water. Not in it.
No, yeah, sure.
Perfect. No, what you want to do is keep it whole, because there's a skin on it.
Yeah.
And that contains your cheese.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So when we flip it over, we'll probably use another pan and just flip it over. And that's the simplest way. Otherwise, if you use a spatula, you might break the skin, and then it just melts everywhere. Because you want to get it hot on both sides.
Okay, and then open it up at the very end so it pours out.
Oh, you'll
do it.
The chips, you'll be digging in there.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
eating.
Yeah.
Because right now it's still cold. We're getting pretty close to ready here. We'll let it go for a few minutes. We'll let the cheese spread out a little bit. And you know
Should
what?
we start warming up?
We're going to start warming up the tortillas. All right, ready?
We're just going to put it right in here.
Right over. All right, you guys dig in.
Dig in, guys. So now we're done. The brie has melted. You added maple syrup.
Yes, just for sweetness.
Just for sweetness.
Yeah, I know.
Tortillas? Tortilla. Chips.
If you had chips,
And,
it solves everything.
Going in for that bite. Yeah. It reminds me of, oh, hang on, I'll just taste it. Really nice.
Good.
Really nice.
You just-
And it's not too hot.
no.
Guys,
The shell.
a shot. Give it a shot before it disappears.
Back in the day, it was a 6-gun and a 6-string. Man, that was country. And that's the way country still ought to be. It was live not taught, it was earn not bought. Had to put in the work to get to the top, let me tell you. But I think's really gone wrong. These days it's all wannabes singing someone else's songs. And everybody's doing the same damn thing. Where have the rebels gone?
Tell some ghost stories. You have no battery left. We set up maybe one of the best sets for a campfire interview that we ever had. We had 2 Devos lights, a bunch of scene lights, and then the thunder started and the wind started kicking up. So we had to scramble and put away all the awnings and drench one of the 2 fires. And then it poured for about 10 minutes, and now we're back outside because it's not pouring anymore, and we don't want to go to bed.
Okay.
We had a really good time yesterday. We were moving. It was a kind of a nice refresh for us, or kind of reset, restart. We had like an 80 mile to 100 mile day, and we talked it over with the team, and the team all agreed, like, didn't sleep really well at altitude last night. Let's go swimming. Let's spend some time at camp, and if people need to take naps and get reset, they can. We've had our coffee. We just did a little fun video shoot with the Bronco and the Ineos. Today we're moving on more desert. I think we're going to see the landscape change a little bit. We're going to be just south of the La Salle mountain range, and we're going to be staying at 3-Step Hideaway. We've called them in advance, and they're going to have dinner prepped for us. So pretty excited to see what that's going to be. There's bathhouses and things like that too, so everybody can get cleaned up. But the team's really meshing together well. This is definitely the largest group that we've ever done on a hammer down trip. You know, to have Bill Stein and the OK alu-cab guys here, Jerry from Timbo Tusk. It's just been awesome. It's something I've been working towards for the last 10 years, and it's finally happened.
We don't need another pretty boy singing pretty songs. Fake country boys doing country all wrong. You need another haggard or a Johnny Cash, somebody chewing backer and whipping ass. I need a preacher, I need a savior. How about y'all? Can I get a outlaw? It don't have to be honky tonks, boots and Wrangler jeans. It ain't the banjo or the fiddle, no. It's the words and what they mean. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. And brother, that's the truth. So honestly, what would Waylon do? I can guarantee if he was alive today, he'd ask us one more time. Oh, she sure ain't done it this way. We don't need another pretty boy singing pretty songs. Fake country boy.
All right, if you don't know by now, I'm kind of a river nut. We spend the weekends on the river all the time up in West Virginia. We've got a raft. It's just our family thing to do. In the summers, it's all about getting wet and being in the water and being in the raft. So the Dolores River was definitely a stop that I wanted to make on this trip, just to see it and be part of it, because when we're in these type of arid landscapes, these waterways are very precious. The Dolores River is 241 miles long. It flows into a reservoir that we were actually swimming in last night, the McPhee Reservoir. So that's kind of cool to see the water coming into it. We didn't get a chance to see the headwaters that are in the basin above the reservoir, but we are in the Dolores River Canyon right now. So what you're seeing is actually flowing out of the bottom of the reservoir. Heavy snow melt in the spring and early summer contributes to some epic whitewater here on the Dolores River. And then the river eventually merges with the San Miguel and dumps into the Colorado River just outside of Moab. And that's where we're headed.
Once we left the Dolores River, we made our way to Egnar, Colorado. By this time, we had blown through more than half of our planned route for the day. The guys were ready to lay down some miles, and honestly, we were all up for a bit of challenge. From Egnar, we leaned on our Garmin tread to route us on a northerly track through BLM. At a glance, the track looked doable. The terrain was somewhat level, no major climbs, and lots of unknowns. Everyone was on board, so we aimed north. The track turned from dirt to sand and then to rock with scattered cactus and sagebrush. It was warm and dry, but nothing we weren't prepared for, and then things got interesting.
So what we're going to do is we're going to reroute us a little bit and throw a little bit extra time on here. Things are going by really fast. This group is moving quick. So what I'm planning on doing is taking us on the Transamerica Trail into Dove Creek, getting some gas there, and then going to take it up through, looks like Egnar, and then crossing some pass or some mountains here. It looks pretty wicked. And very slow going, and get us at 3-Step Hideaway, probably closer to like 4 o'clock, which would be ideal.
My expectations for the next few days are to have some varied terrain for this truck to really try out. So kind of some slick rock, maybe some high-speed desert dirt roads to try out the suspension with. So I think really putting this truck through some more kind of terrain to see how it feels, and camping in some hotter weather too. So hopefully we get some good ventilation in the truck down below and above.
What do I expect from this trip? Great food and coffee, especially coffee, prepared for me so I don't have to do the work myself. And I'm really hoping to see some parts of the Southwest that I haven't been to before, or at least not camped there before. So I've been to Moab for work now for 30 years, but there are a lot of places I haven't been to and have never camped there. So that should be a lot of fun.
My personal feelings about tuna fish is I love it. It's high protein food. I eat it a lot, at least once or twice a week. It's a great, cheap protein source, so I do eat it a lot. Yeah.
Do I prefer mustard or mayonnaise? Mustard, because if you had to be without one, I could easily be without the mayonnaise.
So the landscape has changed a little bit since the last couple days on the road, huh?
Yeah, it's a little flat around here. I feel like we're more in Kansas than it's hard to believe it's Colorado. I don't see any ski resorts or G-Wagons.
We are not far from the Utah border at this point. I don't know, we're just kind of relying on this tread to route us on some fun back roads and see what happens and get off the Transamerica Trail a little bit.
So we can use A or B jack and jack you up, because it's not getting any easier. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards, my gut's telling me to jack up this side, if I can keep it level, and then as we jack it up, maybe we can lift this tire up enough to get you more stuff underneath of the tire.
Okay. It's just a little hard to see over the hood. I was probably just going a little too fast and didn't stop and like think things through. We'll see, we'll figure it out.
Recovery jack for something other than just changing tires is going to be pretty exciting. I mean, that's what this is designed for. Situations just like this. I'm glad this isn't my fault. That's true.
I think we jack up, I mean, another big flat one.
How about stacking some underneath that one too? Because the sooner we can get both wheels up off the rock. Here you go. All right, so I'd say
You're just gonna drive away from the jack, or
yeah. Well,
you can try to let it down.
We're gonna let it down. I mean, John might be onto something. If we pull it backwards, we're coming onto more rock on the diff. But coming forward.
Forward to hit the shock mount.
Forward's gonna hit the shock mount still?
Because that's where you ended up, I think, right, Eric? You were basically stopped.
But if we stack rocks in front of the wheels, then it'll lift up over it.
Yeah, stack rocks in front of the wheels maybe?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, what we're doing right now is stacking rocks in front of the passenger rear tire. It could be an easier departure from this going down. Just worried a little bit about the shock mount at this point. So if we can get the wheel to climb up a little bit and drop off, the worst thing that's going to happen is he's going to hit his rear bumper when he comes off. Once he gets off of that, as soon as he gets his diff off of that, we can stack rocks again to get him up high. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to inch forward and go this way, okay? Yeah. That's working. Easy, easy.
There is another rock like center underneath the truck.
Don't put that. Do it the exact same way. This is teamwork. Okay. Everybody clear?
Hold up. We got one rock. The diff, you're right on top of it. You got like probably 8 inches, but just be careful when you're coming down.
Oh yeah, you're in a good line.
Yeah, we're good back here.
That's good. Okay. It's gonna drop down a little bit now. I think we're clear of everything now. Easy, gonna drop. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, diff's clear.
Okay, now hard driver.
Yep.
Okay, keep on coming. All right, you're clear. Yeah.
The rest. Jason, go pull the driver. You got a big rock right here. That's good. You can come back faster if you want.
Yeah, you got plenty of room. Just slow.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Now keep that line though. You're gonna have to keep that line. So we can get your back tire on, then you're gonna have to cut. You're gonna have to cut hard. Might have been better actually to take him on the wall. Almost on the rock, almost on. Okay, you're up on the rock now, cut it hard this way. Okay, straighten it out a little bit. Don't slam on the brakes because you'll bury yourself in the dirt. So keep up at that angle's good. Yep. Okay, straight. Come up. It's gonna go up now. Here we go. Here we go. You're up. You're up. Come on. Right, now go a little bit this way. Straight. Okay, stop. Slow. Hold on a second. Yeah, motor right along. Being on the high side from the start might have been better.
Yeah, that's what he looks like in front.
So he's gonna fall off that rock. He'll be on the slider. But if he, yeah, then we're just gonna end up in a. It's not enough. There's still a lot of vehicle left to go.
Yeah.
All right, can you see me in your mirror? Yep. All right, come to me, and then what I'm going to have you do is start turning driver, okay? Driver. Straighten it out. Good. Come back. Back. You're okay. Good. Yeah, you're going to level back out a little bit.
try and winch this big rock out of the way because there's not really a good line either way. The cliffside is soft, so it can slide down, and the other side is too off camber. So
yeah, sticking my hand under a rock in the desert, it's not.
I gotta pick up pushes here.
This one. Keep on going, you're good. Stop. Straight. Whoa, not too much. There you go. Come on. Straight. Keep on that angle. I'm going to have you cut this way in a minute.
okay.
Straight. Jump in that thing. There you go. Cut it down.
Things seemed to lean a bit in our favor after we cleared the trail for passage. Throughout the drive, we had to scout tracks and then send vehicles forward because many of the roads were dead ends. Within about a half a mile from pavement as the crow flies, we made the call to send Eric ahead. Crossing our fingers for a way out was not enough, and Eric got jammed up. With a house-sized boulder across the track, somehow we had to get Eric turned around.
I just got pelted with blueberries.
Juniper berries.
Oh, they're juniper berries.
They are blue though.
They are blue and they are berries, so I wasn't technically wrong. Oh, here comes some more. Ah!
Ben versus the juniper plants. Oh shit. That was a tall rock.
Yeah, you tapped it. Said hi, rock. Hi. Oh, now that we're almost done driving through riverbeds,
now we just climb out of them.
oh, this is exciting.
I think I gotta straddle this a little bit. Alright, we're climbing that.
Oh, this is sick.
Alright, let's go see what we're doing. Everyone else is up. I'm still down here. We're on like this shelf road. The route was looking good, but up there's a boulder that came down and basically blocked half the road. So there's no way that like James's Jeep would have gone through. There's no way that the Bronco would have gone through, and definitely not any way that the full-size trucks would have gone through. So we didn't even want to try that, and now we're trying to back up. It's really narrow, and there's not a lot of places to turn around. So we're gonna basically make a decision here. Jason and Jerry are brainstorming with Paul, or if we're gonna try and turn me around here, which is where Jason turned around.
All right, we're driving you forward and gonna get you more over here, and we're gonna try to back you in here, okay? So, pretty much where Ben's standing.
We'll be watching both sides of your truck.
Yep.
Because the only thing we got to watch for is that.
Yeah.
And we won't let you get close to it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, a little passenger, good job, straight it out. Wheel straight. Take over, go ahead. Hard passenger, we could probably get closer. That's good. Keep that cut, you're fine.
Keep coming. Keep it hard, keep coming. Stop.
Come forward. More. Yep. You're good, you're fine, don't worry about that. Come on. Turn passenger, back up.
Yep.
Hard passenger.
Keep coming.
Daylight was a premium at this point. We were about 5 hours into what we thought would be a 2-hour adventure, and we still didn't have a way out. Worst case, we'd camp overnight on BLM, but we had a wonderful evening planned at 3-Step Hideaway, and I wasn't willing to miss it. We had one last chance. Casper and I jumped in with James, and we bombed the last road that hadn't been scouted. Within 20 minutes, here's what we discovered.
So this has turned into be a pretty epic day, right? So I was not expecting this by any means, but the adventure is not over yet because we got to get across this river. This is a county road, but it's all silt here from flooding. You can actually see a tire track coming out of it. It could be soft over there, but you're just gonna, if you get stuck, then just have to back out of it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go wade out there if you want me to.
Where's the exit point?
Right there.
So we got to come in here and then go back up
Hug,
that way?
hug the brush. Don't go in the water because it'll be silty. You'll never get out of that. But I think
So
if you
get
hug
up
that,
you can see right there where they've already gone up. Yeah. I think you're right. Because it kind of looks like that. They come around and make wide, and then they just come up this way. Across the rock there.
that could just be all flood wash too, so. All right, James, you going first?
What do you say, Steve? Should we let James go first, or you want to go? You want to baptize that Bronco? Get it baptized. Come on.
I'm here with half the group, or more than half the group. We sent James in his JK, and we sent Steve in his Bronco.
How about you head down here? Can you hear us good?
Yes, we can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. We've just turned the Jeep and we're pointing towards the mountain. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You guys are going to take that down. It's pretty straightforward. There is one washout, one significant washout that you just have to straddle. There is a couple deep trenches that you're going to have to just go straight over. And then you're going to come down to the river. And at the river, if you're following the road, it'll try to take you down into some muddy, mucky, a muddy, mucky crossing. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go through the grass, kind of downriver, downstream, and there'll be a rapid there. You're going to drive across that rapid, and you're going to hug as close as you can to the tall grass. After you've done that and crossed over, there is one spot in the canyon that is going to be really tight for the full size to get through, but the full size should be able to make it even if you guys had to stack rocks or something. But otherwise, we just crossed a cement bridge and crossed a piece of property, and we are good to go.
Copy. Sounds good. We will get ready here and start making our way towards you.
There is also a house that you'll pass down here that's abandoned. As soon as you pass that house, there's going to be a gate, not a gate, but some barbed wire fencing with a post that needs to be reset on the post so that you can close it behind you guys.
Copy. Sounds good. All right, so you kind of heard the instructions that Jason gave us. 6 of the trucks waited back down at the bottom of the hill, but we got call from Jason and James and Steve that we were all clear.
Hey Jason, is it a steel gate that you want us to close?
It's the gate. There's like a barbed wire fence. Actually, just stay there. We're going to come back down and...
Private property, no camping, stay on road, thanks.
Okay.
So we can stay on the road.
So that means it's up there. It is an easement.
All right, we're just throwing rocks in the road. The last challenge, hopefully, for this track. We got this big rock here. It looks like they tried to dynamite it, maybe?
Nah, just...
Yeah, that's what that is. They drill it and they put dynamite in it. So,
there you go.
And it was somewhat effective, but I think Mother Nature's been hard on this road. And so we're just gonna, we've definitely got time. It's gonna take them some time to get down there because I think we were averaging like 25 miles an hour in that Jeep and in this Bilstein Bronco. So pretty awesome day. I'm not sure that we could have planned for more than that.
You planned it very well.
That was we will own this adventure for sure.
It's absolutely amazing.
This is the way the day should end. Right here, with that view.
It feels pretty epic.
You see the track now? Yeah, drop in right there.
Let's go straight.
Before you cross, just come on down the bottom. It's not gooey and slimy and sticky. Just wait for them to cross first here. So what you're going to do is you're going to aim between those two grassy spots. So there's one on your right and then one on your left. You're going to aim for those, and then you're going to go and you're going to drive and you're going to turn up and run right into James's belly. Oh, that's so cool.
such a big truck.
Oh my God, we made it! It was down when we got there, but I can definitely believe better than that. Epic. Hell yeah, I love it. Jerry, great day, buddy. Yeah, what a great day. So our ETA is 7:46. I made reservations for 8 o'clock.
All right, very good, very good. We're timing it. We're timing it. All right, I'll close the gate. You just want to pull up.
The three-step hideaway is literally an oasis in a big section of Nowhereville, Utah. Positioned on 85 acres in a large ranch near LaSalle, Utah, this off-grid resort is a popular stop on the Transamerica Trail. Scott and Julie run this little slice of the Wild West, and its origins date back to 1890. This completely off-grid resort is home to a few cabins for lodging, a very clean and homey bathhouse, a wood-fired hot tub, and an indoor-outdoor kitchen and dining area. If you're planning to stay, make dinner reservations, and it won't be hard to opt for the breakfast the following morning. We were here to camp, but fresh showers after a day like we just had was icing on the cake. If you're planning to travel the Transamerica Trail from Colorado to Utah, you gotta look this place up.
Oh! It's so good to see you.
Good to meet you.
We were so stressed out about getting here because I know you've been doing it. I think the question of the day, I got the first question was, how do you like your steak? And I think medium rare, medium is probably going to be good for everybody.
Is that good for everybody? Yeah. That's standard. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that moon back there right now is like, it's a big dog moon, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Awesome.
10 minutes.
Oh, awesome. We've had an epic day.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Cold beers in the fridge.
All right, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Was that a perfect welcome?
You and I, and it goes dancing by in the morning and in the night time. There's all these secrets that I can't keep. Like in my heart, there's that hotel suite.
But we're gonna need to find somewhere to camp tonight. I haven't planned that yet, and I kind of like the idea of kind of figuring that out on the trail a little bit.
If the big one can make it through an obstacle, we know that the Grenadier will just sail right through.
Desert camp, 4.8 miles away. I bet you Steve is probably already there right now.
He's already pitched his tent.
When you lose it and your fuses fireside. There's all those places we used to go, and I suspect you already know. But that place on memory lane you like still looks the same, but something about